And today we are going to cover regex or regular expressions. Then we will be covering exception handling, the copy in Python, multi-paradigm nature of Python, and applications and uses of Python in various fields. Okay, so let us begin with the first thing, regex or regular expressions. So regex or regular expressions is basically a way to write a sequence of characters that forms a search pattern. Okay, so a lot of times when you are programming, what will happen is you will be given a huge text. Let's say it will be having 100 pages, and you might be searching for some kind of pattern, maybe some email, a phone number, or some specific kind of pattern. Now it can be done using normal if else statements, but there will be just too many conditions, and it is highly inefficient and time consuming to write it in that way. So instead of that, what we can do is we can use regular expressions, which is a concise way to write patterns, and it is really efficient when it is working with huge texts. Okay, so Python gives us a package called RE, regular expressions, which can be used to find patterns in our textual data. Okay, so regular expression consists of specific syntax which we need to follow. Okay, so talking about first of all, the square brackets denote a set of characters. Okay, when we write A to M, it says cover the characters A to M. So A, B, C, D up till M. When we write 0 to 9, it says 0, 1, 2, 3 up till 9. So it basically gives a set of characters. Okay, then let's say if you are talking about the dot, just a dot. Okay, first of all, note we can simply write a word. Okay, if we write hello, it matches hello. Okay, but now let's say I want to search for a word which starts with HE and starts with O and has only two characters between it. So we can use dot character. Okay, so dot character basically means match any character except for new line character. So it will be HE, then it will be anything. It can be A, it can be B, it can be any character except for the new line character. Okay, then another important one is the plus. So plus, when we write plus, it means that after the whatever characters I have entered, it should contain one, at least one or more occurrences. Okay, and then let's say the curly braces. Okay, so curly braces tell us the number of times it should repeat. We can give a specific number, how many times it should repeat. So if we write A curly bracket 10, then we are saying that 10 should repeat, sorry, A should repeat 10 times. Okay, then other than that, it gives us some sequences. So if we write slash A and then any word or something, then it returns a match if the specified characters are at the beginning of the string. Okay, similarly there are sequences for ending of the string, and there are a lot of options to discover. So what I would suggest is I won't be going through all of them. I would suggest you should practice these regular expressions. It would help you. Okay, and explore all of the options. Okay, so these are some examples for set. When we write ARN in square bracket, this is basically sets. Okay, which we saw on the first slide, right? So where basically what it does is it returns a match where one of the specified characters A, R, or N is present. Okay, similarly we can write for 0, 1, 2, 3. When we use dash, it says user range. So 0 dash 9 means any number from 0 to 9. A dash Z means any character from A to Z. Okay, so we can use such sets to create a pattern. Okay, then the Python module gives us four methods. First of all is find all. So it basically returns all of the matches that it finds for the given pattern. Okay, then search returns a match object if there is a match anywhere in the string, then the split method. Okay, so what split method does is basically it finds your pattern, and if the pattern is found wherever, it splits the string, the left part and the right part. Okay, and finally there is a substitute sub method. What it basically does is it finds your pattern and it replaces it whatever you give. Okay, so we can replace spacebar with some another character, let's say A or B. Okay, so let us. Okay, so let us you know execute some programs and try to understand it better. Okay, so first of all, what we need to do it, as I told you, we have the RE module. We need to import it. So let's import the RE module. Okay, then we have these four functions, right? And now, first of all, we try out the find all method. Okay, so we have a string over here, a sentence variable, which says I am learning Python and I am loving it. Okay, so now we search for the in in the sentence. Okay, so we call the find all method. We pass it our first argument, which is in, which we want to find, and then we pass the variable, so the sentence in which we want to find our pattern. Okay, so I am learning Python and I am loving it will be our variable. Okay, so first of all we print the list. It returns the list of all matches. Okay, then we print the length of the list, and then we again try the find all java sentence java for we try it again for the java. Okay, so let us execute this program. So okay, so we can see over here it finds two occurrences of in, and they are here, first ion and then again over here the second ion. Okay, and the length is 2. There are two occurrences, and when we try it for java it doesn't find anything, so it returns simply empty list. Okay, so let's go to the next thing. So search is again similar to find all, but it what it does is basically it just searches the first occurrence of the ion. Okay, so over here we can see it returns a match object. It says span 10 to 12. Okay, so if we remember list slicing, right? So if I print over here sentence 10 to 12, okay, and execute it. So I get ion, right? This is the first occurrence, the in the learning part. Okay, and then when we use the dot start method, so it gives us the starting point. Okay, so the starting point of ion is 10, which we also used in our slice. Okay, so let's go to the next thing. Next is our split method. Okay, so we pass n and our sentence original string. Okay, so wherever n occurs, it will remove the n and it will split the sentence. Okay, so I over here we can see, let me print the sentence over here for better understanding. Okay, so you can see the sentence wherever the n occurred. Okay, it's simply the first n occurred in learning, so it's split over here, the first split, then the I between two n's, and similarly it split all of the string wherever the n occurred. Okay, and then finally comes our substitute method. Okay, so substitute basically means find our pattern and replace it with something else. Okay, so over here I am replacing the space character with a dash character. Okay, so over here, and another thing, I'm replacing it with dash character in the sentence variable, and I am saying replace it only 3 times. Only the first 3 occurrences will be replaced. Okay, so I can also mention the number of occurrences I want to replace. So let's execute it, and over here we can see this is the first spacebar replaced with dash, then the second space character, and the third space character. After that, no space characters are replaced with any other thing. Okay, so our last example is we are trying to find a simple phone number in the given sentence. Okay, so basically what I have done is I have mentioned a range. Find characters in the range 0 to 9. So it will be 0, 1, 2, 3 up till 9. And as I told you, the curly braces mention the number of times it has to do. So I am finding it 10 times. So any number from 0 to 9 will be considered 10 times. Okay, so if we execute this again, so over here we can see it found a match which is the number in the string. Okay, so this is it. This was a simple demonstration of our regular expression.